Hey guys, Uncommon Ramen here. Last video I did Epic Spell Wars of the Battle Wizards, and we started with the first set, which was Duel at Mount Schoolsfire. Today we are going to be taking a look at Rumble at Castle Tentakill. Before I go into the video, I would like to say please use discretion. This set specifically kind of gets a little gross, and there may be some inappropriate content here. Basically, there might be stuff that children shouldn't see. So, with that being said, if you're still watching, guys, this is Epic Spell Wars of the Battle Wizards, Rumble at Castle Tentakill. So, this was at the request of one of my subscribers who wanted to see the other sets. This is the second set in the series. The first video that I posted was actually the third set, but it had been the most recent set. So the subscriber wanted to see all the other sets. After this one, there's actually a fourth one and very recent one that came out, and I will do a video on that one as well. But for now, let's take a look inside. So we'll take a look at the rule book really quickly. This one adds some things to it. The first and foremost is that it adds the mechanic of blood. And the blood is referenced on certain cards to help you either keep them or to help you enhance their effects. How you gain blood is kind of conditional. Some of the cards will say you gain blood. You also gain blood by defeating other players, and blood does carry over from round to round. So if you have 4 blood at the end of a game, you will continue to have that 4 blood at the beginning of the next game. So blood, like I said, is just a way to enhance the abilities on cards or help you to retain other cards. The other ability that they added in this was, I believe it's called Creature. Yeah, Creature. Some of your spells deliveries, actually every delivery in this set, now that I think about it, is considered a creature. And should you satisfy certain conditions, the creatures will actually stay with you. So once the spell has been resolved, if you successfully satisfy the conditions, the creature will hang out at the top of your playing field and kind of act as a bodyguard. You can only ever have one creature active at any given time, so if you satisfy a second creature's abilities, you have to discard one of them. But the creature, like I mentioned before, is kind of like a watchdog. The creature can block one of the spell's damage that's being dealt to you from another player. Once it does block that damage, however, it is discarded. But also on top of that, it adds its glyph to your spells until it's discarded. So as long as you continue to have that creature in play, it counts as a glyph towards your spells, which increases your glyphs up to 4 if you have a 3-card spell. So that's something to keep in mind. Also, in this set, it was the first time that they actually utilized the standee, and people who have the standee get a benefit in that every round that I think it's every round. No, it's every turn. Every turn. No, it's every round that you retain the standee, you will receive blood as well. So you'll receive 1 blood every time you retain the standee. And then on top of that, there are cards here that are reactionary. These cards, basically, if a certain set of goals is satisfied, you can use that card as a reaction, mostly if you are about to die, essentially. So if you're about to die, it usually triggers a reaction on the card, and then the card can be used even if you can't use the rest of your spell. So we'll take a look at the standee really quick. This is the Castle Tentakill standee. And like I said, this is the first set where this decorative piece no longer is decorative. It actually is something something used in the game. Now, in here we have our last man standing tokens. or last wizard standing tokens, and then we also have the tokens used to keep track of life. But on the other side here, we also have these little blood drops, and these blood drops are used to keep track of how much blood you have, because like I said, the blood carries over from round to round. And then the dice being the nice black and red motif. And then we'll jump right into the treasures for this set. Oh, no, I'm sorry. We have to jump into the heroes, or wizards in this case. So we've got Manly Banger, Rock God. Granny Flufferbutter, the Sweetest Witch. Riggy Mortis, the Bone Lich. Fu King, Dragon Lord. Methion, the Wizard of Speed. So in the first set, his backpack was referenced as a treasure. In this set, he became an actual character. Skullzor, with no other thing to describe him. He is literally just Skullzor. Cuddle Wizard Sir Kitty Purrington. Angelica Angelface, the angelic angel of misery. And that is it. Next up, our treasures for this set. Manual de Cryptozoic. Steroids. Most Wanted poster. Grabble Snacks Six-Headed Tapeworm. Idol of the Magic Pussy. Cod Piece of Cthulhu. Fish Hands. Fate Coins. The Naughty List. Wolf Cookie. Monster Baby. Cheater's Dice. The I Can't Believe This Shit. Snurd's Rage. First Loser Trophy. Dr. Shrinky's Couch. The Globe of Sacrifice. Triple Barrel Shotgun. Deadman's Switch. The FU Suit. Double-Headed Ding-Donger. The Golden Handcuffs. Glutton's Regalia. Gangbangagong. And the Sausage Master's Steed. So those are our treasures, and I mean, they're not as bad as they could be, but we have things like the FU Sue, which, I mean, that's something that you probably see in the first one. This, you saw the pole in the first one. This, okay, so Monster Baby with the person in the stirrups. Let's see. The Magic Pussy. You get what I'm saying. They step it up a notch here. Not by much, but they step it up a notch just to see where they can get away with. Next up is the Dead Wizard cards. So we have Grave Terrain. This is the Sweetest Witch. The Cuddle Wizard. Methion. Skullzor. Fu King. The angelic angel face of Angel Mercy Death, whatever. And our Rock King, or Rock God. So those are our graves for our dead wizards. And we started this one a little bit backwards, so I'm just going to show you that obviously we still have our wild magics. There's still 8 of them in the deck. Wild magic is very much still a thing. Then we're going to go over our sources. Alright, we have the Pain Demons. Mythgurgle Leechateps. Queen of the Deads. Dr. Gravelovers. And here's what I'm talking about, where they step it up. Tagongo Volcanoes. Mr. Nukion Fusions. Burnin' Bangers. The Flaming Princes. Whizsleeve Steves. Storklocks the Unmakers. Visha Vindasmax. ADHDs. Sir Mix-a-Littles. The Sly Rollers. Grizz Glowballs. Moochie the Magic Misslers. Baconus the Butchers. Raw Hydras. Gonzo Shroompusses. Goldilocks. So let's quick look at our sources. Next up is our qualities. Engraven. Infernalucky. Sadistic. Autoerotic. I'm not going to go into that. Inflamerating. Berserkering. Sparkling. Motherforking. Even Steven. Lowballing. Clonalizing. Gifty. Greedy. Grub diddling. Nonchalant. Cashed in. Attack-a-lanch. Woodstocky. Pollinating. And harvesting. So those are our qualities. Last but not least, deliveries. Mecha Satana. Carnivorous Clowns. Fatcula. And just to make it clear, this is where it says creature. And like I said, every one of these is going to be a creature. And then here you can see if you pay 1 blood, you get to keep this creature. They'll all reference something like that. Shub-Niggurath. Dark creature. Here we go. If you roll a 10 plus 2 damage and play another creature from your hand, and then keep this. So this one's really good. Berserker. Rock and Roller. Bung Burner. Dragon. Fart Knight. Pimp Dimps. Bob. Tentaciller. To go with the set. Spider Monkey. Spider Monkey. I don't know how you would pronounce that. A lot of these are, if you roll a 10 plus, you get to keep. Like even down here, 10 plus, keep. So Bitch Witch. Hand of God. smiting down his foes. Jelly Square. Why are you having trouble focusing? There we go. Jelly Square. Sexquatch. And this is where I say they're pushing it. Land Shark. Baron Squirlington. And Cockatrice. As opposed to a cockatrice. And that is the deliveries, and coincidentally the last part of the cards for Rumble at Castle Tentakill. As you can see, it's still pretty tame by comparison to, let's say, the third or the next upcoming set, but it is still stepping it up a notch. They actually reference sex in here, which I don't think they do in the first one, and I'm pretty sure they also reference drugs in this one, which I also don't think they do in the first one. The first one was just basically very gory death, so we see them step it up a notch. And in the third one, they were very heavily referencing drugs and sex and all that fun stuff. So that's where you kind of see the difference as it goes on. So this was Rumble at Castle Tentakill. The next one on the list is, and the final one, and the most current one, is Epic Spell Wars of the Battle Wizards Panic at the Pleasure Palace. Panic at the Pleasure Palace. And this one is truly stepping it up above the third one, which was the Murder Shroom Marsh. Melee at Murder Shroom Marsh, that was the name of it, which is pretty bad to begin with, but I strongly suggest viewer discretion on the next video, because it is truly over the top. Anyway, if you like the video, please like and subscribe. I enjoy any bit of support I can get on this. It'll help me bring out more content. Please stay tuned for the next video. And please leave some comments below if there's any questions or anything that you'd like to say. I try to get back to them as soon as I can. And guys, until next time,